Give it up for JD Coulter. All right. Your next comic, give it up for the lady he was trying to hit on, I think. Leslie Lang.
Well, as you may or may not know, it is big dick season. All right? You know what? I don't like those long, skinny dicks. All right? I want them thick. All right? The worth is in the girth. All right. Just did a show at Woodham's and had fun there. We talked about how in California you're supposed to have the tops to your drink so nobody doses you. So I had a bottle of beer and I said to the guy next to me, I said, look, if you're going to dose me, I need you to put 2 or 3 or 4 of those in there because I built up a tolerance and I'm a fighter. So anyway, the only condom I had to put over my beer bottle neck was a Magnum condom. And you know, those just slip off. Those just slip off, you know what I mean? Or break off. Yeah. I rented out my place for Super Bowl. And it was like rented out for like the last second. So it was Thursday and they rented it out for the next day. So I had to take an Adderall. I mean, I had to stay up all night. I had to stay up all night cleaning the things that I look at all the time and I don't let them bother me, right? So I'm in there scrubbing, I'm in the shower, I'm on the the doorknobs, you don't realize that there's dirt up below those doorknobs because you've just been doing it every day. All the things. So I'm up all night. So these guys come and rent it. They call me like an hour after they're there and they go, well, it's very dangerous that you have a glass table. It's so dangerous. And I said, I don't rent to children because adults know what a glass table is, right? They know how to walk around it. And what I thought, I have 2 glass tables, and what I thought was that they broke this little table in the corner that had a thin piece of glass on it, okay? It was etched with the artist's name, and the base was made out of, really cool stuff. So I thought they had broken that, and so I said, just put a blanket over it. And they're like, no, we can't sleep here. And I was like, what are you talking about? Turns out that they broke a Noguchi table, okay? Noguchi table, you probably know what Noguchi table, okay, that's a designer. That's a designer. This Noguchi...
Do you know where you are?
You're right, read the room. Anyway, this it's a reason I need to tell you what it is after I tell you how much it costs, okay? It is a permanent exhibit in the Museum of Modern Art. And you'll see them all over movies and that kind of stuff. I also have an Eames Lounge in Ottoman, which is also in MoMA. And if my house was on fire, I would take that Eames Lounge in Ottoman out of there. There's no way I could even pick up the 1-inch thick glass table that they broke, shattered it. And I said, and they're like, well, this is very dangerous. And I go, it's 1 inch thick. And it costs $2,000 on sale, okay? So he goes, well, it looks like cheap and you could probably just pick something up at Goodwill. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he goes, well, it's your fault because you had a glass table, blah, 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 right? So I was like, you are crazy. So then, what was the other place? Oh, so the table is so heavy, right? And I think the guy fell on it. Anyway, they were like, well, da-da-da, and we had to be down there looking at pictures of you. And I go, yeah, it's my house. And I have all sorts of fun pictures of comedy and everything. And they're like, we have all those jackets around the perimeter of the basement. I go, look at them. They're colorful. They're all kinds of beautiful. Not only they hug you in the space, they insulate you and give you more art to look at, okay? So I was like, yeah. And he goes, well, we have to look at all your penis stuff. And I said, first of all, I took all that out of my drawers. I knew better, okay? I took all that out of my drawers. And I go, wait a minute, are you talking about the pink penis-shaped candle is that it? That's like near the kitchen? It's like this big? And he goes, yeah, I don't know, penises around. There was a keychain that had a penis on it. And I said, don't you have a penis? Anyway, so I'm fighting with this guy, and he goes, I bet you wear a strap-on. I go, no, buddy, I have my own dick, okay? What I want you to do is every time you unzip your pants and you touch your micro penis, I want you to think about the $2,500 you owe me for the table and the rug. All right, so I'll keep you posted. Jeanette, thanks. I'll keep you posted. This was more of a therapy session for me, but I appreciate it.
Leslie Lang talking about her Noguchi.